Hello, everybody! We're live. Our good pal Jason from $7 a Pop is here. How exciting! I'm sure you're all excited. Say hi, Jason. You're here.
Oh, I'm on. I thought I was going to get like a heads up first.
You're here. No. I figured I'd just jump right into it. Hello.
All right. Hello.
Here's your heads up. Sorry.
What's your shirt? What is that? Looks like a beach or something with an ad at.
It's a Star Wars shirt.
Ooh, okay.
With a beach on it, and I'm wearing I thought my shirt was ripped for a moment because I thought this was like. I was like, oh no, but that's just red.
That would have been awesome. Does it say?
I found this, and I found this old hat.
Oh, look at that.
It was by the trash can. I thought I would put it on. It looked kind of sharp, you know.
Does the shirt say "Life's a Beach"?
No, it says Sith Life.
Oh, great.
It doesn't say anything.
It doesn't say anything. Oh, great.
It says nothing. It just says, hey, nothing.
Well, it feels like it's been 100 years since we saw you. I remember the last time last time we had you on the channel was when you brought over the Elvira Funko Pop. Remember that?
Yes.
I was in person.
You were in person.
I was there.
You were here. You were here physically.
And now I'm here in the other way. I'm in my own place. But I wanted to come on here and say hello because it's been a while, and we keep saying that we are going to do this. So I figured I'm just gonna make you do it. So I blackmailed you. I had some photos you didn't want to see.
Right.
It was with you. With some Thrill Joy products.
Oh no! Please don't. I thought you were going to say pictures of Heather's feet, because she'd been trying to sell them things for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sell them too. So I wouldn't give those away for free.
Mine or yours?
Yeah.
Mine or yours?
Yeah, it's sort of like a Photoshop mesh. It's a weird thing. It's a niche. So it's so niche. I haven't found anyone that wants them.
So, what's going on with $7 a Pop?
Well, first of all, I'm having my beverage.
Hey.
It's a high noon. It's a grapefruit high noon. And I wanted to have one, so cheers to everybody here.
Cheers.
I can tell you what's going on with us. We got a lot of stuff going on. If anyone's paid attention in the past couple months or so, you know our YouTube channel is posting a lot more than we used to. So if anyone wants to see some fun content that's not all Funko, it's various other things too. It's some unboxings. It's my wacky shenanigans. If I'm dressing up as Count Jason, you could have count down the new year with Count Jason. You had a nice Bing Jason Christmas special this year. So
that was great.
Fun stuff. Yeah, there was a lot of fun stuff going on there. But Scott Pilgrim, the big Mondo figure.
Yeah.
I unboxed that. That came out this morning or this afternoon. So the full length version of that. So I mean we're moving. What's that?
Full length.
Yes, it is full length, and I have some funny winks and nods in there. But among some of the other things, we started carrying graded comics. We started carrying graded trading cards. Mystery Grail's doing a build your own Mystery Grail. We have for this month, it's going to be a Garbage Pail Kid theme, so you could just build a Garbage Pail Kid box if you want to pop, if you want some cards, if you want to master a box of cards that's been unopened. You could do that, like packs, and send to people's gifts and do some fun stuff. We're trying to do a lot more fun things and expand beyond Funko, and it's a lot of exciting stuff. We started carrying Legos. If you noticed during the Christmas time there, we had some retired Lego sets. So there's a lot of fun things that are coming from us, and this was like secondary to everything. I wanted to just be on here to just BS and talk, but while I'm here, I might as well talk about this, right?
Yeah, of course. So
yeah.
people are saying they're having. I guess I don't know if they're having a hard time hearing you. I don't know how.
A couple people said
that. People? Oh my God, this is here.
Whoa.
This collectibles is here. Look at that.
My heavens.
But that's unbelievable.
Yeah, they can't hear me at all.
They're having a hard time. Can you let me hear the live? You show me the live.
It's low.
I guess
it's low. What if I bring it closer like this?
There you go.
A couple people said that.
Oh my God, this is here.
Whoa.
This collectibles is here. Look at that.
So it's like we're reversing.
But that's unbelievable.
They can't hear me at all.
They're having a hard time.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh, you know what? They're hearing your mic. They're not hearing your mic through our. Oh shoot.
Oh.
Oh, I see
Well,
what's
that'd
going
be
on
a
here.
problem.
Hold on. Let me see if I can fix this. Hold on. We're all hanging on, okay? We're all hanging on. Let me bring this mic up. All right. How about now? Let's see if.
Now, anyone having problems hearing me now?
Let me hear it, Heather. I want to make sure he's heard, as they say.
We gotta be heard here.
We got to be heard, Heather.
You're heard.
I'm giving it a second. Hold on.
Amber Turd. Got to be heard.
Heard.
Got to be heard.
No one else.
All right, how about now? Let's see if.
Anyone having problems hearing me now?
Let me hear it, Heather.
Well,
It's
I
so
can hear
little
myself.
Huh.
He's heard.
Huh. There's something going on here. And you know, it's not surprising that we have problems, because that happens pretty well often. And it is not you. Believe it or not,
Okay.
it is not you.
As long as it's not me, that's fine.
No, it's not you. It's us. It's not. Have you ever heard anybody say that to you? It's not you, it's me.
Daily.
That's what's happening here. Okay, hold on. Let me see.
I blame the famous butcher Google Meats.
Google Meets.
Yeah, the new butcher shop.
Oh wow, Google Meets. Google Meets. It took me a while, but I'm there. All right, hold on. Okay, that's okay. We're gonna keep talking anyway.
Okay.
So here's the thing. Here's what I want to know. I want to know now that you guys are moving into more product, right? So instead of just sticking to Funko, you're going into comic books. You're going now. I also saw video games.
Yeah, Mystery Grow has a bunch of video games. We'll probably carry some as well. I know we're doing signature series with video games and cards and VHS tapes, DVDs. A lot of cool type of stuff, unique stuff that just not that pop isn't what we are focused on, but it's just nice to have a little variety. Because we've heard that before, where people are just like, I don't collect pops, I would like this autograph. It's like, well, now we're given some opportunities, especially with the cards, and we're actually doing for the signature series cards, we're encapsulating them ourselves and doing something kind of a neat little display for our products. So we're pretty excited about it.
That's cool. Now I like that we're seeing, unfortunately what has happened with, Funko and how things have sort of, I don't know, I wouldn't say fallen off a cliff, but just it's not like quite where it used to be. It's cool to see that shops are able to find ways in which to not necessarily bounce back, but to find other hobbies to connect with the audience or fan base or consumers. Mm-hmm. I think that's incredibly important, because we've watched way too many of these businesses sort of wipe away because they were just so invested in Funko, and when Funko had the issues that they've gone through, and watching those companies like our friends over at Poppin' Off Toys as an very good example, mm-hmm. Kind of disappearing off the face of the earth. To me, it is the greatest feeling ever to see $7 a pop doing things, finding new ways to connect. I think it's awesome. It makes me so happy, and especially because you guys are local.
Yeah, and it's something Lee has worked towards in the past, and it's kind of a coincidence this all started happening at this particular moment. But we've been setting up the graded comics area for, gosh, I feel like it's been almost a year, but it's been a while. We've been ramping that up and getting collections in, and you'll be able to buy them. Plus we're going to be doing weekly auctions after this one ends, so.
Oh, that's awesome.
There's going to be a great chance to score some other stuff. We might even have some more Mischief Toys stuff that, we have stashed away. You never know what will appear on there between vinyl toys and everything else. But we kind of saw through the summer, too, when we did SDCC and NYCC with the exclusives that we got, like the Chomps and the Handmade by Robots Blacklight Godzilla, the Popcorn Preacher that's scented like popcorn, handmade by robots, all the different, and like the Barely Krang that were just selling out every day. We were getting people rushing to us. It reminded me of the old days of San Diego Comic-Con, where people would just rush up to get collectibles and then go to the Funko booth,
yeah,
which we were right next to. But we saw that it was not. So we're just kind of we're always you always got to be growing. This is our seventh year in business. We're gonna be in business for 8 years, so it's a pretty good time to kind of change it up a bit, do add some extra things because we have the capacity to do it. And, I'm excited about it. I've been doing graded comic reveals, and I have no idea what I'm talking about when I'm looking at them. So I started talking about the ads on the back, which I thought were cool. It was a lot of like it was like Game Genie ads, and I'm just like, oh, here's the 9.8 Wolverine something. Oh, look on the back, it's advertising for Game Genie for the Sega Genesis.
Right.
I remember when I had that. So we're trying some new different things, and anyone who wants to go over there and subscribe and watch my face, would be appreciative.
I was going to say that my favorite videos that you have been making are like the man on the street videos. I think those are really, really great. I enjoy that. I enjoy watching you go to local businesses as well. Whose idea was that? Yours?
It was something that kind of came about when we went to New York. We were walking around and doing stuff, and then Decon is when I kind of like started putting that together, because I realized after New York, when I was walking around, I did an interview with you. I even talked to Brian Barrick. He was in one of the videos as well.
That's awesome.
But just like randomly going up and just start like talking to other vendors and realizing that people will talk to me. If it's just for I'm not asking. I'm just asking them to talk about themselves. Like, oh, you have cool booth you have here. What's happening with this? I had a fun time putting those together, and Black Friday came around, and I said, why don't we, since we're starting to carry comics and stuff, I said, why don't I go out to look for comic books? Like, I'll go to Chuck's Comics and Collector's Corner, and I'll try and like do that. And I said, well, I might as well get breakfast at Diablo Donuts. So I started there, met the Grinch that just so happened to be there on Black Friday. And those guys are great, by the way.
They are. They're fantastic.
And your Ghastly is still behind the counter there, so it's a lot of fun.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. Mike Roslin loves you guys. He's always every time he comes in, he's just like, yeah, this is great. I love this thing.
Aww.
Yeah,
he's a very soft-spoken guy too. But yeah, he's got he loves this stuff, this geek culture that we all sort of. The same type of stuff that we all like.
That's cool.
But I just said, how about I just film an entire day? My daughter was the camera person, so I just went to all these different places and gave myself a little like, oh, I'm gonna go look for Godzilla comics here. Here I'm gonna buy something different. So I kept getting things and shopping for myself, and then I went to the Orioles team store.
I watching all the way through, I was like, man, did he do all this in one day? Because you kind of like did a lot.
I did it in a couple hours, and I was exhausted by the end of that day because I didn't really, because the day before was Thanksgiving. I hosted, I cooked, and it was a lot of work. It's a lot of work to do that, to be me and just talk.
Did you get your point?
I could just talk. It's exhausting.
Do you still get your poinsettias every Black Friday?
I did. That was part of the longer video. And
I didn't catch that part.
Yeah,
I caught the Grinch.
I made a quick stop to there's a place called Chapel Hills Farm, a nursery, and I was gonna buy a wreath, but their wreaths were like $25, and I'm like, I don't want to spend $25 on it. Then I walked inside and I saw these beautiful poinsettias they were $15, and I was like, I'm gonna get it. And you know what? The additional money for the poinsettia made all the difference, because the cheapy ones that I got, otherwise, they're falling apart. This one is perfect. It looks just like I bought it today.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna buy one again next year, so I can have a partner to hang out with.
That's great. You found a good place to buy a poinsettia.
I did. That's what this is about. We poinsettia together.
That's true. Yeah.
It's the poinsettia cast.
It's funny because we were we're kind of bouncing back and forth, but we talked about Funko and everything, and so I don't know if you've been watching it or not, but Creature Commandos, have you been watching that by any chance?
I haven't.
Okay.
I've seen like the what do you call it,
the promo.
Advertisement.
Yeah.
As what they say overseas, the advertisement.
The advertisement. Yeah. Yeah, you saw the advertisement. So
yes.
I've been watching that, consistently. Each episode comes out, I catch it. And last night, I guess due to Christmas and everything else, I missed the previous week's episode, so I ended up watching 2 episodes back to back. And while watching it, I was like, damn, these would make really cool Funko Pops. That was the thought that came to my head, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, I'm going to check Amazon. Do they have them? And they exist. And for whatever reason, I did not know that. And it used to be, right, I used to know about all of the brand new Funko Pops that were coming out. I was pretty much, I would say I was well on top of everything. Something I didn't know. I went on Amazon, I found them, and now I'm going to buy the entire collection. And what's so crazy to say, saying that, it's about 7 Funko Pops, I think, in total. But what's so crazy about saying that is that I haven't felt this way in a very long time. And I think that I think a lot of the issues that we've been seeing, and Heather and I talk about quite often, is that people get tired out. But if you get something new and fun, and I know it's not new because it's sort of like, oh, we're doing superhero shit again, right? It's always the superhero stuff. I am so taken with this television show, very much like Invincible. I bought everything from Invincible, but I found all of these Funko Pops for that show rather, and now I want them all. And what's funny is that I have not seen any of the like exclusive ones for like stores because no one cares them anymore. Like maybe Target will have one. I don't know, but I'm hoping that you guys end up doing a signature series for some of these. That was the first thought that came to mind because I was like, God damn it, am I ever going to run into Alan Tudyk? Because Alan Tudyk is one of the voices in it.
Probably not. I think he's probably busy with his 2 dicks.
but he
or his Alan.
Or his Alan. But he's a wonderful actor, Alan Tudyk, and he's like one of those.
I can't get over his name. How can you say that?
I want to say Alan T. Heather, I want to say Alan T. So Alan T. is a really great actor, and he's sort of like a nerd kind of guy and everything.
What kind of actor, though?
A Tudyk actor, Heather. but I'm hoping.
You know who? Mike did a pop talk with him, and really, he spoke very highly of him afterwards. I talked to him about it. He was like, yeah, he was like a really nice guy, like introspective and just really sweet and mild-mannered, like a really nice person. Like he's not just one of these, phony balonies. But he was I've heard nice things about him in person.
I'm not surprised by that because he comes across as being a really great guy in interviews and things. In fact, that one too, I totally forgot about that. But there are a bunch of different actors. In fact, the guy that plays, what's his name? The Red Guardian. The guy that plays, I can't remember.
Oh my God, it's right there.
The guy from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
He is one
David
of the voices.
David
Harbour.
David Harbour?
Yeah.
Yep, he's a voice in it. He plays Frankenstein.
Okay.
Because this show, I don't know if you guys know what this show is, but it's like
it's like the Universal Monsters, right? Or
sort of.
Like
They're like it's similar to the Suicide Squad situation where it's like these characters do bad things, but they use them for secret missions. It's similar to that, but these characters, you have like Frankenstein, the Bride of Frankenstein. Then there's this one character named G.I. Robot, and all he is around to do is kill Nazis. It is fantastic. In one of the episodes, he shows up at like this guy ends up getting G.I. Robot like as a collectible, and because he's G.I. Robot's from back in like World War II, he takes him to like one of those rallies, and it's like a bunch of like those skinhead people, and he gets into the rally and he realizes that they're all Nazis and he kills them all. It's fantastic, but the show is so good, and I'm really.
It's a kid show.
It's for kids,
It's
obviously. Oh, dude, there is so much blood in this show and gore and guts. It is very similar to Invincible. Like
is it James Gunn?
James Gunn, yeah.
His thing? Okay.
Yep. It's a DC. It's part of the DC, their new DC universe. Like it's incorporated into the grander scheme. But man, I'm telling you, go and watch it. I think you're gonna like it. It's so good. For those out there that are watching this right now, if you're watching it, let us know what you're thinking about it too.
Is it on the Max?
It's on the Max.
It's on the Max. Okay.
That's right. They named an app after my kid. I just couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe it.
I always found it interesting. Like they have HBO, which is world renowned, but they change it to Max, which resembles Cinemax.
Right.
Which I don't know. I don't know why they just didn't call it HBO.
Cinemax to me was always soft core stuff. That's what it was.
It's Skinamax.
Skinamax. Yeah, exactly.
Used to watch the Emmanuel shows at night after like 1 a.m. It was Emmanuel and what was the other one? That was I used to see there was this great series of horror movies that were more funny than anything else. But the one was like Sorority House Massacre 2.
Oh.
And then there was one that came after that called Hard to Die, and they were both like really funny, like in the vein of like Evil Dead 2 and Dead Alive, like silly, very low budget and very gory and funny.
Really?
But yeah, Sorority House Massacre 2 and Hard to Die. They're
Now, Hard to Die actually does sound like a soft core horror film.
Oh yeah, there was like beards and butts and stuff. But
Great.
Mostly it was just comedy.
It was fantastic.
For a 14-year-old boy, it was like, ha ha ha, this is the good times.
Right. You own the world at that point.
These are the good old days, man.
Yeah, I was just excited that I found Funko Pops that I'm interested in. That like got me. Last night I was laying in bed. By the way, Heather's trying to bring in another cat. It's become. Let me out. Heather has now tried to adopt a brand new cat, and this cat does not want to live here. It's clear. She has made it known that she does not want to live in this house. She only comes here to stay. We're an Airbnb, and she comes in here and she eats everything. She drinks the water, and then in the morning she goes. It's like a one night stand situation.
Yeah.
It's like
except she keeps coming back.
Sometimes one night stands always show up again because they loving it they got, and that's kind of what's happening here. She just loves the loving that you're giving her.
So the problem is, I don't think she's ever been an indoor cat. Last night was the first night we let her stay in the house, and I personally, I don't trust her to do that, but I did. She did not use the litter box. I don't think she's ever used a litter box. So she, sat in it, and I was like, oh my God, she's using the litter box. No, she just sat there, and then she got out. She didn't even go.
So Heather ended up getting in the litter box also to kind of show her how it works, and Heather actually took a really big shit in there. And Kat still didn't figure it out, believe it or not.
That did not happen.
I knew that was coming, and I still have.
For whatever reason, the cat still didn't figure it out.
So, we're supposed to get 8 to 12 inches of snow between tonight and tomorrow.
We sure are.
8 to 12 inches of snow to 8 to 12 cats, Heather. There's a limit of what you can have. I'm with Chris. There's a limit of what can go into a house before people start talking and going.
So
here's
I can't smell anything, so it doesn't matter to me. So I walk in and I'm just like, oh, you have 17 cats.
we have 2.
Here's how I explained it. We have cats that patrol the outdoors. This particular cat, she goes by Ellie.
You got a fortress.
We have a fortress, and these cats, to include now Fritzy, who lives in our house. These cats sort of check out what's going on outside, take care of rodents, and they do all sorts of cool stuff, right? Heather.
They do cool stuff like.
They play poker in the evenings.
Poker.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway,
having a couple heaters out back.
These cats are out there, and they maintain the yard. They make sure everything is good. They travel yard to yard to make sure everything's cool. Heather, this is how I picture it. The cat, shows up, and then Heather automatically gives its retirement papers, and they're like, your first day on the job, we're bringing you in. And the cat's like, what? And she's like, come on in. I got food, I got water, I got the whole thing, got a bed in here, I got it all. And then the cat comes in, and then the next cat shows up, and the next cat's on the first day of the job. And Heather goes outside, and she goes, how about we bring you in here too? And the cat's like, huh? And then Heather brings that cat in. We shut the door. Now it's eating, it's got a bed. I'm afraid, I don't know if you're getting my point or not. Every cat that shows up to the back door of our damn house ends up inside. So it's like you got to let the cats serve their purpose.
It happened one time, and now
Twice!
there's a second
This is the
one.
second time.
I don't want her in permanently. It's too fucking cold for her to be outside.
I don't think so. You
It
said
is.
yourself that it wasn't.
I try to rationalize it because I don't want her in the fucking house.
Welcome to the Gastlecast. It's the Gastlecast.
The Gassel cats.
podcast.
Yeah, the Gassel
podcast.
cats. Yeah, she can't get enough of the cats. I just at this point I don't know. You know what, Jason? This is what I would consider a cry for help because I don't know what to do.
So you only have 2 cats now. It's
Correct.
Fritz and
Valo.
Yellow.
Valo. V-A-L-O.
Oh, I thought Yellow's a silly name for a cat.
Yeah.
That's the new cat's name, Yellow.
That's a new cat.
That's what we're gonna call her.
Steve Brown.
Right.
But sorry.
Right.
It's like that blue and gold, black and gold dress thing. Whatever the color.
That's
That is
fucking
so
weird
because we just saw that today. It popped up on a.
It's I think it's the 5-year anniversary of it.
That must
Oh,
be it.
okay.
Yep.
So we were just talking about it today.
Yep.
Chris was like, "What color do you see?" I'm like, "Black and blue," like I always said. He's like, "I see white and gold."
White and
Okay.
gold for me.
I see white and gold.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. Well, I heard that
No,
only
what is that?
dumbasses see white and gold.
Jesus.
All right. That's fair.
Not you, Jason. Just this
Oh.
What
one.
if Jason ended the live? He just left. That'd be somebody. He's gone. He disappeared. Background's still there. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Right.
I'm not going anywhere. I got the hat. So.
You got the hat.
Yeah, I got the hat. I can't go anywhere without it.
Are you buying Funko product?
The last thing I got from them was technically the Scott Pilgrim, but I paid for that before I got the Planes, Trains, and Automobiles of Uncle Buck.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I would really like to downsize a lot. The funny thing you were talking about earlier, where you mentioned that you didn't know they made pops of these. They made pops for the movie Red One. They made one of The Rock and one of Santa. Did you know that? Because I didn't.
No.
I looked it up afterwards and just like, why didn't no one? Usually, if something comes out, you talk about it, but all anyone could talk about is how they are just overflowed in Ross.
Oh, I know. I mean because that really
Ross
is.
Dress for less.
Yeah.
Here.
Well, no. My favorite place that they end up is Burlington Coat Factory.
I hate that store so much. I got so upset. I got upset with Funko that they sent those Leonardos there. The Hall H Leonardos.
Oh.
And I'm just like, because I went to like 4 Burlingtons, and that is 4 too many.
Yeah.
Like, this is the worst store. I hate the setup, and because of that, I can't go into like a TJ Maxx, a Marshalls, or a Ross, or any of those, because they all look, or Home Goods. They're all shaped the same way. They have the same crap in the same corners, and I hate it. I hate it so much.
He hates Home Goods.
Oh, I love Home Goods.
Of course, eh?
I could buy a spatula anywhere.
That's not why you go to Home Goods.
Why do you go to Home Goods?
Rugs, furniture, even cards. They have like birthday cards and wrapping
They have
paper and stuff.
birthday cards?
Yes, and it's beautiful. They have beautiful cards. They have beautiful wrapping paper.
Why
No!
would you go to Home Goods for a birthday? I mean, that really is crazy.
Here's the
You can buy
difference.
gifts there.
You go to the grocery store, you can get those same 2 things, wrapping paper and cards, but you can also get salami.
Right.
You can't get, are you going to get salami?
You're not getting salami at Home Goods. That's
You
for
can
sure.
get
That's
towels
for
at
true.
Home Goods.
Some
You can
sharp
get
American
photos.
cheese, some Cooper,
Right.
sharp American cheese.
That ain't gonna happen.
It's not you're good luck finding that at Home Goods.
Good. Yeah. You know what? I'm with him. Good luck.
I have no argument.
Okay.
I'm just gonna sit over here and eat my strawberries.
You could get a wicker seat too.
Yeah. Wicker seat. They have those. Yeah. I was gonna say Home Goods has a chock full of them. That's for sure. Yeah. They got way too many.
Look, who have we? This past year we saw the demise, especially toward the end of the year, of several stores like Big Lots and Party City. The decimation of.
Is Big Lots completely gone?
Not very good stores. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Nothing was great about Big Lots.
No, it was all expired food at the front of the place. I don't know what that was about. It's weird.
You can't get cheese there either.
No.
That's
But
the
what?
difference.
So is Big Lots completely gone?
Yeah, they're liquidating out. And what was nuts is that I was looking for like Christmas presents or whatever at the grocery store because you could buy Christmas presents at the grocery store too.
What do you
But
give people? Like
you know,
ham?
they had like that. They had a wall of gift cards there. So I was like looking at gift cards, and I'm just like, they have Big Lots gift cards. I'm like, someone's gonna be pissed.
Oh my
'Cause they're
God,
like,
yeah.
Oh, $50 to the store that's not accepting their gift cards anymore.
Oh,
Hooray! So that's a big knock on Safeway for carrying those. That's a
you
big
know,
knock.
one thing that's not going out is dollar stores. Dollar stores. You ever watch Last Week Tonight? Have you ever watched that show with John Oliver?
I don't watch the late night shows.
Well, so it's
I normally don't, but I love John Oliver. He's so funny.
So Last Week Tonight is an HBO Max or whatever the hell.
I remember when that premiered.
Yeah.
But
So
I don't watch that.
he did a fantastic episode. I highly recommend watching it. It's about dollar stores and how ill-equipped they are, and also the placement of dollar stores. It talks about how it takes advantage of the people that live in an area with a dollar store that don't have a whole lot of money. The dollar stores have a lot of items that are with the prices make sense on some things, but on other things, if you go to the grocery store that's like a mile further away, the product price point doesn't make any sense. So the dollar store, and the reality of it, is really taking advantage of people. It's very interesting. Watch it. I thought it was good. Why'd you do that? You okay? Oh, well, don't do that. That's gross.
What are you chewing on, Heather?
It's a chocolate covered strawberry. See, the thing is that on this channel, on live specifically, Heather likes to eat while we do this. And now, at first, I thought it was because we were late to getting to recording stuff, and then Heather still had to eat. Now I've realized that I believe it might be a fetish. So I think that Heather really does enjoy eating in front of people in a virtual, digital way. One time, I swear to God, I'm not even joking, she ate what was, I believe, like a spaghetti sauce thing. And there was spaghetti flying all over this goddamn table, and she was slurping. Yeah. Well, I don't know if it was spaghetti specifically. I mean, it could have been something else. It could have been but it looked like spaghetti, if I remember correctly. And she ate it, and she was slurping noodles, and somebody actually called her out and said, "Heather, how could you eat spaghetti like this live? It's disgusting. It's gross." To which Heather responded, "I'm going to go get dessert and eat that too." So Heather at this point does not give a shit. She will eat whatever she wants right here on the channel, won't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. She just eats and eats and eats.
At least she's not talking with her mouth full.
Oh, she does that. She ain't doing it right now, but she'll do it. She doesn't care. If somebody right now said something in the comment section that riled her up so much, she would.
Mm-hmm.
And pieces of whatever's in there would come flying out.
Chocolate.
Oh, it's disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
She's disgusting.
I've been drinking these high noons because it's the only thing that tastes good right now. So like.
Is it grapefruit?
Yes, it's my
Okay.
favorite one.
I thought you.
Yeah.
I remembered you saying that the grapefruit is what you can taste.
Yes. Hey, we're near 300 days, by the way. I did I actually marked it on the calendar, the 300 days, and it is on the 12th. It's next Sunday. Will be 300 days since I lost my taste and smell. So I've been dealing with this wackiness that's been going on.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's
so
horrible.
That chocolate-covered strawberry would not taste good at all. It would be like.
What?
Like tonight I made pizza tonight, and I accidentally overcooked the crust. Like the bottom of the pizza, ruined the whole thing.
How do you know though?
He can taste it.
Because yeah, I could taste that. Like it's,
Oh.
It's called parosmia. So like whatever you're tasting, it's all like really weird and distorted. And same with like scents. I still can't smell certain things. Anything that's pine scented is just absolutely repulsive right now. And Coca-Cola smells like cleaner or gasoline or whatever gasoline smells like right now. So it's weird. Like if someone has a Coke and they have like a Coke burp, you know the Coke burp.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And so it smells like whatever gasoline is. It's
Ah.
Huh.
weird. It's weird. It's very very weird. But like coffee and chocolate, especially are.
So in that video that you made, you went to the donut. By the way, Diablo Donuts, fantastic donut shop.
Yeah, I'm sad that I didn't get their Christmas cookie donut one more time.
Oh,
I
so
wanted
good.
it one last time, and I didn't get there last week. So such is
They're
life.
fantastic.
What
But
I'll
hold
do,
on. But what tastes good there? I mean, like I'm sure. Like, is there anything there that's like obviously their donuts are fantastic, but is there anything there that you ate and you're like, oh my god, I can't do this?
No, I can't eat their chocolate or raspberry stuff. Like the raspberry doesn't. Raspberry tastes like perfume, like perfume. Like I'm drinking biting into a perfume donut.
Yeah.
For a while there, like fried stuff all across the board was bad, so I couldn't go in as much. But I still would like go in there once every 2 weeks and still would like try something. The Krellers taste good, but that Christmas cookie donut, but I don't know what is in it, but it's like a miracle donut. So when I'm eating that in the video and I'm making that face, that was absolutely true because it tastes amazing. Even right now when things aren't what they're supposed to be, but it's just something with the keep hitting the microphone. I'm so excited about it. But it's like almost like crunchy on the outside but soft on the inside.
I love that.
Yeah, that's
I
good.
don't know how to explain it. Whatever they do to it, it's magic, and it's only available in December, like after Thanksgiving. And I keep bugging Mike Ross. I'm just like, dude, you need to. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wind up like messaging him and just be like, do you think you could just for 1 week, just make that mix up and just for me and call it the Jason.
There you go. That's right. The Jason.
Make the Jason cookie. So yeah, I could taste that. And when I went to Elegant City, we did the gelato tasting at Unusual Company. Have you ever been there before? By
No.
the way, you need to go. I think you would really dig that place. And watch the video I did. You could see all in there, and I talked to them. But they have gelato there, and they had a cranberry sorbet. That was legitimately good. I could enjoy that. I couldn't enjoy it to probably its full complexity, but I enjoyed it enough where I was just like, all right. So if you see me reacting to stuff that I say it's good, it actually tastes like something. I wouldn't.
Okay.
I wouldn't go. Ugh.
Right.
It's great. I love it.
Well, that's good. I mean,
The Werther's originals have been delicious throughout this entire process, though.
at least
Oh,
something
those are
tastes,
so
at least something tastes good
good.
to you. Because if you went through life and nothing tasted good, that would suck.
Yeah, and you could suck on a Werther's original. I think that's going to be my new parting line. You can suck on a Werther's original.
You should. Yeah. I mean, you should be their spokesperson
Yeah,
at this point.
There's folks who've gone through this, since the beginning of everything that happened, which, in 2 months it's going to be 5 years ago. But they've been
Wow,
going
that's
for
crazy.
several years where
Yeah.
nothing tastes right, or it comes back and it goes. I'm still exploring different options. I've tried different things, and I'm kind of just biding my time, and hopefully one day I'll wake up and be like, hey, that's coffee. I remember what that smelled like. It tasted like. Gimme. And then I'm just gonna gain 5 pounds because I'm gonna eat all the stuff that I can't.
Does your
And I can also tell what kind of cooking oil places use by their fries.
Oh wow. Well, does your
That's
doctor
crazy.
say that you will get your taste and smell and everything back?
Yeah, honest, the
You're
hard
sort of a
truth is-
test rat, aren't you?
Yeah, there was a what do you call it?
Study?
At Hopkins that I participated in, and they gave me money for it, which was nice.
Wow.
A couple bucks here and there. But yeah, but they took like 10 vials of blood over the course of 2 visits and almost an hour-long MRI. That was quite an hour long. That's a long time to be in one of those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For someone like me who's very fidgety.
Yeah. Same.
But yeah, I wasn't gonna. I got a nice cool scan of my head. I can look at it any time. So
Did it tell them anything?
I don't know. They don't share that because of the study. They're just like, we're not gonna sit here and analyze this and give you the results, but you can like look at them. And I was like, oh, thanks.
Well,
But
here's
it was weird. Like they called me up. They were just like, yeah, you have your blood cells. You have a lot of inflammation in your blood. Do you have like blood clots or do you have any sort of aneurysms or anything? I was like, no. Like, I'm sure it's nothing. And I'm like,
oh
what?
my god. Jesus. Well, I was gonna ask, like, how about corn? Because I remember one time you ate like 36 ears of corn in one sitting.
It was 11, and 11 was the max. That was way too. 11 was one too many. I should only do 10 at a time. So corn was weird because during the summer, anything that was like earthy had like a weird taste to it. So like anything stuff that's like gets red flavoring or red coloring with like beets, or is flavored with anything that's like earthy like that, has like this weird sweet dirt taste to it.
Beets
Not
are
very good.
not earthy, they are dirt.
Well, I know they are. That's earthy. That's dirt. That's what I mean by
It's
earthy.
literal dirt. They
Yeah, I
taste
don't
like dirt.
I don't like them anyway, but some things get flavored with beets. Like gosh, what was it? There was
Dirt
something I
pie?
had, huh?
Dirt pie?
Yeah, dirt pie. I was eating some dirt pie. I was eating some mud pies in the backyard.
Beets are so gross. I hate. My best friend loves beets, and I got some to try, and I was like, "How the fuck do you like this?"
Yeah.
It was gross.
They're not good. I'm not a huge fan of it. Anytime someone says, "Oh, I like them," I was like,
Do you?
"Yeah,
Really?
but yeah, it's stuff I'm going. Everyone always gets. I'm always afraid people get bored of hearing me talk about it. But the reason I always mention it to people is in case someone is also going through it or went through it, and they're just like, "Hey, I have something you haven't thought of," and that's always fun to hear. Because you never know. You never know. I feel like Sam Beckett in Quantum Leap said, "My next leap will be the leap home." That's what I'm hoping. That somebody I talk to is going to be like, "Hey, I got something you should try."
Ah, yeah.
But you never know.
Yeah.
But I'm doing okay. Thank goodness I can have these, and that's the only alcohol that tastes good. So all those
Damn.
expensive bourbons and whiskeys that I purchased, they're just sitting there waiting for me.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, it's all right. I don't need to have those, I guess. Oh, you know what else is really good? The Little Debbie Christmas tree cakes.
Oh my God, they're amazing anyway.
They were fantastic.
Can you do ice cream?
This sounds like very like foo-foo, but only if it's real vanilla. If it's artificial vanilla flavoring, I can taste right through it. And anything with artificial sweetener.
Ew, artificial sweetener's so gross anyway, but
Yes, but I can really taste it out. And right now, orange and citrus isn't very good.
except grapefruit alcohol.
Except grapefruit, only grapefruit high noons.
That's so crazy.
It's
Our
weird.
our local ice cream shop had for the holidays an ice cream sandwich with Christmas cookie ice cream in between.
No,
tree
it was
cakes.
a tree cake with ice cream in the center of it. But I think it was just vanilla.
No.
Because I got one with Max.
Oh, okay.
It's just
I
vanilla.
thought they had
No,
some with
I
the
got-
cookie one.
No, I got so they have Christmas cookie ice cream, and it is unbelievable. So the place I was talking about is called
Daily Scoop in
Daily
Pasadena.
Scoop in Pasadena, Maryland. Dude, you will absolutely love it. It's there's like some old guy down there that's making all this ice cream, and
His name's Mike. as
it
well.
is? Okay, his name's Mike.
By hand.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's all by hand, and it is incredibly good. If you ever want to go, all you got to do is let us know you want to go, and we'll take you there. And
Well, I would have been upset if you made it by feet.
true, true, that would be disgusting. Although it depends on who you are.
What, like if you don't have arms, the only way they can function is by using their feet to do this, and they're an inspiration?
No, there are
If
some
they were just
people.
like-
There are some people who are really super into feet. That's all I'm saying.
Mm,
They like the smell. It's very earthy.
they're earthy. I would like them.
Like the
Earthy.
beets.
Oh, but hey, I can't smell body odor or like body fluid. I can't smell any of that stuff. So going to like a
Bodily fluid?
like pee and poo. I
Oh.
can't smell that.
Oh, okay.
I guess I could have picked a different way to describe it.
Human
Body
waste.
odor. Yes, waste, excrement, that stuff. I can't smell that stuff. So going to like a con is easy peasy.
The bukkake parties are just delightful.
Yeah, using the restrooms at the Javits Center, I don't have an issue with.
Oh my god! it hasn't been so bad for me, but some of the bathrooms this past time were rough. They were rough.
I don't even remember.
Everybody goes number 2 there.
Everybody.
I had me and a friend of mine back in 2015. We worked at the Funko booth. We would always joke because we would get there before 2 hours for the show opens, and there would already be people there like dropping deuces. And we would just feel like this: do people not go to the bathroom before they come here? It's like they come here specifically to get started on that toilet.
Right. They gotta work. They gotta work it out. Well, then they also serve a lot of really crappy food at that place. So
Crappy.
Yeah, but they're eating all like this junk, and the junk. I can tell you from changing the way that I eat, when I eat something that is not good for me, like I'll give you an example. The other night, you went out and got us French fries with the Wendy's. What was it?
Frosty.
And we ate Frosties and French fries and chicken nuggets. And I never eat stuff like that now, ever. So
you didn't really much before either, aside from
not
maybe
often,
Frosties.
but I'm saying specifically though, you and I sat down and ate on the couch, and the very next day, dude, I was sick. Like I went to work, I did not feel well. My body didn't seem to like it at all. I was crapping it up big time.
Literally.
Crapping it up big time. And I know that, if people are going to these conventions, they're eating that crappy food and they're just, dumping and
thumping.
It's only in New York like that, though. Like, in Chicago, it wasn't like that. In San Diego, it wasn't like that. In WonderCon, it wasn't. Even in Seattle. No one was using the toilets quite like they do in New York.
Oh my God.
For whatever reason, it's just like, and everyone's like in line, like taking deep breaths, going while they're waiting, and I'm like, I don't even like to breathe. Like I wish I had like the lung capacity of like Michael Phelps. So I would, before I walk, even not being able to smell it, I know it's still there. I can feel it.
Right.
I feel it on my,
Yeah.
Right.
Why is it wet on the floor and I'm not even in the bathroom?
Yeah. So most nights when we got back to the house, I would shower after the convention just because, like, I felt disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
I went. I managed to stay fairly healthy from during the show. I got sick after every con though.
Yeah.
After every single one. It was weird. I got COVID after SDCC. And I was hoping that would like knock everything back, and it didn't. But what are you gonna do?
Did it make it worse?
No, nothing changed. I got over it in 5 days because I kicked its butt.
Wow.
You know what I used? Zycam. I had nasal swabs and I had the little spray.
Wow.
So I was attacking at all things. I was like, "Ugh."
What are the swabs?
They're like little. You break it open and it's like a gooey like Q-tip.
You put it in
Okay.
your
You
nose.
go into
And-
each nostril.
Okay, so what does it do? Because I had Zycam before, but it was like the tablets you put in your water, and it's just like a boost.
Get the stuff you shoot up your nose for that. There's no zinc in it anymore, which is what Zycam stood for. It was zinc.
Yeah, zinc.
But I use it like whenever I'm like feeling like I'm coming down with something. I get a little squirty squirt, a little toot, and it cleared up. I knocked
Interesting.
COVID out in 5 days, and it wasn't even that bad.
Wow.
That's awesome. But see, it makes me wonder, was it like a different strain than you've had before, or is it because you've had it before, did it make you like a little bit stronger to fight against it, or was it the Zycam? I always wonder about that stuff. It's really
I have
interesting
no idea.
to
I
me.
just know what worked for me this time.
Yeah.
And I know that I somehow managed to avoid pneumonic around Thanksgiving and Christmas.
That's good.
My son had it right before Thanksgiving.
He
Then
did.
Then my wife got pneumonia.
She
Then
did.
Then my daughter got it.
Oh my
And it was
god.
like- so it was like 6 weeks or so, like 5 weeks, where people were just sick.
That's awful.
That's terrible.
But it didn't get the big guy. But you know what I got last week?
What?
On New Year's Eve, I went to work. I got pink eye.
Oh.
That's where I got it. I'm just like, well, what a way to end the year with pink eye. But I went on the teledoc on New Year's Eve, and they prescribed me little drops. got those, and I'm dropped out. So now it's all back to normal. So
Good.
everyone can go toot my eye again. All clear.
Is that why you're wearing glasses, or
No, I'm wearing glasses because my vision is completely screwed because I'm 45 years old.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you wore contacts, which is why I don't really often see you with glasses.
No, I'm just trying to compete with you. I figure it works well for you, so
Thanks.
I'm the male Heather. I'm if Heather let herself go completely.
So Chris got pink eye New Year's Eve. Was it like 2016 or 2017? I don't remember.
Is it
Quite-
just
quite a while.
maybe it's just I'm like Chris. I'm trying to be like you now.
Yeah, so it legitimately was like it was New Year's Eve, which is funny that that's when you had it. But he put his contacts in to go out that night. I'm like, you're not supposed to fucking do that. It freaked me out, but he was fine. He used the drops and then he was fine.
I don't think I had pink eye.
You did.
No, I think I had something. I think I just had like an irritation. I don't think
It wasn't an
pink eye.
irritation. You had pink eye from the cat.
I don't think I did.
Stink eye.
He
I think it
did.
was stink eye. Yeah, I think it was stink eye. I
No,
don't
you
think it was
definitely
stink eye.
had pink eye.
So
And look, and you want to get another cat?
that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Now you're on
No,
board with me. Now
he
you're
got
understanding.
pink eye because of himself from the cat. So let me tell you what happened.
Here we go.
We had a cat years ago, sweet with people, marked his territory fucking everywhere. Well, he decided to mark our couch. We have a sectional. And Chris, like, we thought that he gave up the marking. We thought he was done. Chris sat down on the couch one night. His whole family was over. And he was like, oh, he's been here. And he starts sniffing around the couch. And then all of a sudden he goes to the corner, spreads the two cushions like butt cheeks, and puts his whole face in it.
It's true.
That's how he
that
got
is
pink
true.
eye.
That's true.
That's probably true.
Look,
Because he sprayed his ass urine
oh,
all over the couch, and Chris got it.
ass urine.
That's what it is. It's like pee-pee with like poop in it. It's gross. It's gross.
Ass urine.
That's why it smells so
I
bad.
have never heard anybody say that before in my life.
You know, like the old joke about someone's old. They always tell. I think it was Rodney Dangerfield. They said, "I'm so old right now. The doctor asked for a stool sample and a urine sample. I just gave him my underwear." By the way, I would like to take a moment to commend you guys on doing one of my absolute favorite Gastleys this year. Because no one else is doing Gastleys but you. So I took him out of the box yesterday. He was still sitting in his box, and I'm like, I need to get him out. But I want to commend you guys on this one because it is just a fabulous. I'm glad I got it.
He's great, isn't he?
Thank
Yeah.
you.
He's amazing. Was the Maryland Gasly this year too?
Yes.
Or was that,
No.
I'm sorry.
No,
Oh, it wasn't?
No, it was the year before.
23?
Yeah, it happened
Oh.
in December. Remember, because it was for the holiday.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
You're
This is
right.
my other favorite one you did last year.
Haunted Ghastly.
He's
Man,
awesome.
That's a huge favorite. You know, it's funny. That's a figure.
The seven big one was called Haunted.
Yep. So
Okay.
people never like you see sales and things happen in a Mischief Toys group. That one is never a part of a sale. I've never seen anybody sell it.
I don't think I have either.
I've never seen it being sold. I'm talking about in the group. Now outside of it, I don't know. I don't keep up with that. Oh yeah, there he is, Mortem.
And the Mortis.
Mortem. Yeah, man, I love that character.
I'm calling him Mortis from now on after our little mix up. Mortis. I like Mortis. I like this color of Mortis. So I'm giving you guys credit.
Thank you.
It's your show, and I'm doing this because I like these things.
That's amazing. I'm glad
Thank
I'm really
you.
glad. That's the thing is that we make these things in the
Was
hopes.
this year too?
Oh no, that was the year before.
That was
So
the
yeah, we did a blue one this year. But
Alright.
it always makes me happy when people are enjoying the figures that we put out. For a while, we put figures out and they would just sell instantly, and then you would see these flippers flipping the damn things constantly. And you didn't necessarily hear about how much people loved the figure. It was more or less the value of the figure. So I love hearing when people say, "Oh my God, I love this figure. He is so cool. This is perfect. This is the figure that I love." In fact, the other day we got, I think Nick Mastromiko said that the King Kong Ghastly was his favorite figure or collectible of the whole year. And I was like, that is so damn cool because I haven't heard anyone say anything like that. It just, I don't know, it just it touched my little heart,
No.
and not inappropriately.
Oh.
It asked,
did,
it asked first.
I did this for Heather's.
Oh my God! Look at that.
I love
You know that would be perfect if we go to that Shrek dance party in Baltimore.
I'm not doing that. I told you, I cannot be around people on those kind of drugs. Not in my. It's too much. It's too much. Look, I didn't care for it when I was younger, and would have been open to doing those kind of drugs, and I don't want to do those kind of drugs anymore.
Right.
Other than high noons, that's it. That's my only vice at the moment.
Heather was all in. Heather was all in. She goes, "Let's go. Let's get fucked." Oh,
No.
she was all in.
No, it's fine. So I think that's no, I'm not doing it. I can't. Not at the Baltimore soundstage. Then I'll have to like drive home.
That's the worst part.
It's not. Because let me tell you something. There's nothing worse if you're not doing like those kind of drugs, and you're going to be stone sober and go to a Shrek rave where a whole bunch of people are going to be ironically doing drugs and dancing around and having a different experience than you are being there. It's like going. I imagine it's like you're going to a Taylor Swift concert and you want to see the opener.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right.
Everyone else there is there for a different reason. That's kind of how I feel.
That's a good question. Does Taylor have openers? I mean, I know that's a joke,
Yes.
but like for real?
Yeah, Paramore was for
Paramore,
part of
that's
it.
right. Yeah.
And then
Paramore.
there was this girl, Gracie Abrams, and then I think Sabrina Carpenter did like the earlier shows.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Mhm.
Isn't she like as big as Taylor Swift now?
Because of Taylor, probably.
Really?
Mhm.
Holy shit! Sabrina Carpenter shows up on every app that I have.
She's great.
I don't. She's not. But I don't
She
understand
is.
why she pops
Is
up
she
all
on
the time.
Pop Price Guide?
She is on Pop Price Guide.
I didn't think so.
You,
Do they have a Funko Pop of her?
No.
no, not yet. You said before that you're going to downsize. Are you going to work on that this year?
Yeah, I mean, I have a whole bunch of stuff that's just sitting in boxes right now. But I've run out of space, and I've run out of space. Oh, you know what I did just get? I lied inadvertently, but I got the Starscream Grail showed up.
Ah, yeah.
Did you
I think-
actually get one of those?
Yeah,
I
he
did.
humped it on video.
I humped it on the video.
You.
I sure did.
I like that one, and that's one I'm just like, And of course, I got what was it, Blitzwing?
There he is.
Yeah.
I got the whole set. I got him. I got the Grimlock, Freddy. I got Cheetor, because I am a fan of the Beast Wars.
Cheetor. I
Cheetor?
pulled one of those and I sold it.
Cheetor, I like
Or
Cheetor.
Either that, or I traded it for the Blitzwing.
And I also got Ultra Magnus with the big gigantic. He has them really, really big lips. Let's see.
Well, he does have big lips.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. He looks ridiculous, but I love it. I got RC back here. I mean, these are great Funko Pops.
Yeah.
Great Funko Pops.
I wish I would like them to they just need to get over this hump. We knew that 2024 was going to be a rough year. They even said so as much because it was what they called an IP desert, was like the business terminology of it all, because of all the shutdowns and everything. Nothing was coming out, so they didn't make any movies for 2 years basically.
Right.
And they ran through them, and because they don't want to make movies that cost under like $20 million anymore,
That's
What's
interesting.
the best movie that you've seen recently that wasn't big budget? Comic book, legacy, sequel, anything like that. What is like one or an interesting movie that you've seen recently? Like, let's think about it for a moment.
Well, we just watched a movie, the movie Smile, but I think that original Smile was a bigger budget movie. I just don't know. But I guess maybe Terrifier 3,
Mm-hmm.
I would say. I guess.
Yeah, I guess that was like a sneaky success, wasn't it?
It was, well, they capitalized on a lot of things, but they, yeah, I mean, I don't even know where the Terrifier franchise goes next. I mean, they just murdered it, literally.
I can't watch them. It's too much.
It's a
It's too
lot.
much. It's too much when somebody's upside down and gets sawed in half. I didn't like Bone Tomahawk for that reason, and I'm like, I can't go back to watch that again.
Bone Tomahawk that movie is freaky as fuck.
It's rough. It's rough to sit through that where you're just like, oh, I'll watch this Western horror movie. Well,
Yeah. Oh, I know a movie I watched recently that's low budget that I enjoyed. Invisible Raptor.
That was funny.
was it like one of those that was supposed to be bad? Or
It felt
Yeah,
like it.
Yeah, I mean that's sort of the direction. Like the main character, his name is like Grant, like Alan Grant from Jurassic Park.
nah, it's one of those. Okay, like it would have been like in essence, it sounds like something that would have been made by Troma 30 years ago.
Sorta. Have you ever seen a movie called Psycho Gorman? Or Psycho Gorman? Psycho
I've never
Gorman.
heard any of these things you're telling me.
Yeah, so Psycho
Except Terrifier, I know that. I've heard of that.
Psycho Gorman came out maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. I think it was around the time of the pandemic, but what an incredibly great movie and it's super low budget. It's so funny. It's sort of like a horror sci-fi sort of movie, but it is really good. But the reason why I brought it up is that another movie came out called Frankie Frico. And Frankie Frico is by the people who did Psycho Gorman. Frankie Frico wasn't bad. It just wasn't as good as Psycho Gorman.
It sounds like you remember that movie back from the 90s called Frankenhooker?
Oh, I do, yeah.
It was
Yep.
on Skinamax. Do you like
Yep.
how I brought everything back?
Bring it all back around.
You're very good at that.
Frankie Frico is a movie with like little rubber puppets. But I mean, it has human people in it, but it has these little rubber puppets that just show up. And Frankie Frico loves to party, so he like shows up and he wants to party. He's intergalactic, like he comes from some outer space place. But it's crazy. The movie's crazy, but I enjoyed it. It was silly.
There was an Amy Adams movie on Hulu called Night Bitch.
I saw that. Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I saw what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's not what you think. Because I thought, like, I was watching, I'm just like, oh, so is she like a wolf? Like, is it a werewolf movie? It's not. It's different. It's more of a serious movie, but it has its funny moments. But I kind of enjoyed it. But now every time that, like, you know, my wife and I joke back and forth. I'm just like, I'm gonna go out and night bitch for a bit. I'm gonna be night bitching.
No, I mean, in terms of like big movies, though, so people always like to say that, you know, the comic book hero movies are like old and tired and all that, but Deadpool Wolverine comes out and it just destroys the box office for months, and destroys again when they put it out on, you know, digital and Blu-ray or whatever. That's remarkable considering that ever since Endgame, things have sort of been slumping and going downhill, where they revitalized it with that movie. And what it tells me is that people that are watching these movies, they aim them at kids a lot. I mean, because they want to sell product, but your real kids are people like in their 40s, because we're the people who buy toys. My son, 13 years old, he likes Lego and stuff, but if you were to ask him what he wants, it would always be like a video game or something like that. Kids don't care about toys anymore. They just don't.
They don't, and we're not allowed to grow up apparently.
No.
We're like my generation, like it's, you know, the end of Gen X and like the, you know, later millennials, or early millennials. I feel like we're just never allowed to progress. We have to just keep on regurgitating the same stuff that we did when we grew up, and I think it's part of the reason why VHS is still popular.
Yeah.
Or popular again. It's just like, oh, and I admit, I look at a cool VHS day, I'm just like, boy, I'm kind of disappointed I got rid of all of mine, because some of these are really cool. It just brings back certain times, but the reason those times were good that we remember is because they're gone, and we don't need to continually relive that. I struggle with that quite a bit, and being a huge Funko fan like I am too, it's a lot of that is just based off of nostalgia, and
Yeah.
that's a deeper conversation for another day. We just talked about Night Bitch.
Now I love all that, nostalgic stuff. I mean, that's what got me into Funko to begin with, really. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy sort of pulled me in, but when I started seeing all these characters that I know and love from, childhood, it dragged me right back in.
Mm-hmm.
Just how it goes, I guess. I don't know. And
Heather is fervently poking the phone there.
yeah, she's watching. She's looking at nudes, I think.
No, I'm not.
It's keeping you out of focus, Chris. Because
Yeah,
the camera's
she
right
yeah. Well, people say that all the time. Why does Heather look so big? That's always the first question. She's on hogtastic.com right now.
Well, it's funny, like the visual perspectives. There's this photo. It popped up again because of when Jimmy Carter passed away. But there was a photo of Jill and Joe Biden with Jimmy Carter and Rosalind Carter, and they were both just sitting there. But it made the way the image shaped. It looked like Joe Biden and Jill Biden were like gigantic, and Jimmy Carter and his wife were just tiny. They looked like they were puppets. You got it. It's the craziest photo, and it's just I gotta find it. I'm gonna find it right now.
So they look miniature because of the perspective.
Yeah, it's crazy. Here, I'm gonna pull it up. Let's see. Can you see it?
Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. That is really weird.
Yeah, like Rosa Carlos, like a marionette.
That is a very strange picture.
It's a weird photo, and I remember seeing that. I was like, it was so taken.
It almost looks like AI.
It does.
Did you count their fingers?
It was the old-fashioned visual.
Yeah, it's weird.
Sort of like the dress that was totally white and gold.
I know.
Did you like how I brought everything back?
Everything's just all the way back.
All the way back to the beginning.
So look, we're inches away from closing this out. What can you tell us about $7 a pop that we need to know?
Well, we're going to be dropping our. I'm breaking news here, but you're going to be seeing a new type of drop during the week. That's going to be comics and maybe cards and all kinds of different stuff. It's going to be a different kind of drop that we're going to be doing. Because we're doing a lot. Again, we have graded comics, we have graded cards, Pokemon, all different kinds of stuff. Mystery Grail has a whole bunch of different kinds of stuff too. They're doing the Garbage Pail Kids, for example. The theme of the month for January is going to be Garbage Pail Kids.
Cool.
And February is going to be something new coming up there too. And that's just sort of like fun. Like, hey, I know Heather is a huge fan of Garbage Pail Kids. You know what? I'm just going to send her a couple vintage unopened packs with the 40-year-old bubblegum inside of them that
Oh my God.
maybe she can eat for a video, and we'll see how that goes.
It would go very well.
I can tell you back in 1992 when I had a vintage pack of cards with the gum wasn't very good back then. So every time I come across them, I'm just like, don't eat these. Don't eat the gum. You're going to have a bad day if you eat the gum.
Because when you bit into it, it like broke into pieces.
It just deteriorates.
It was horrible.
It feels like you ate something wrong.
Exactly. Yeah. Right.
Bad.
Yeah.
But that's kind of like the stuff that we're doing, and it's a lot of updates, a lot of cool stuff coming this year that we're real excited about in our 8th year of business. So
amazing.
We're not going to change our name to $8 a pop for sure, but there's going to be some really cool things, and don't forget to check out our YouTube channel that I'm putting stuff out. I'm feverishly shooting and editing things for every single week, and we're putting them on all the socials so you can see all kinds of stuff. Plus, we have auctions that are going to be happening every single week as well. And who knows what else? Maybe we'll buy an entire Gastlecast collection. And just put that on there.
I love the content, man. I think you're doing a really awesome job with it. It's fun. I like that you do some stuff that's a little bit different, like the man on the street stuff. Also,
thank you, bud. Thank you for recognizing that. By the way, I enjoy doing that. It's something I've wanted to do. I always said that I really would like it. Why isn't there any sort of show where they go around the local places in Maryland and talk about them? And then my friend goes, "You're doing it now," and I said, "I guess I am."
Yeah.
So there. I don't.
Right.
I don't need to be on Channel 2. I'm just doing it on Channel 7 bucks a pop.
My favorite.
What you should do is reach out to our friends over at Route One Apparel and see if they'll have you walk around inside that place. That place is crazy.
It's huge.
Yeah.
I'll do like a no reservations thing.
There you go.
Where they start narrating like Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah.
But I just sit there and talk about how I can't taste or smell anything.
Right. But I think
try this food. I can't taste or smell it.
I think it would be a cool team up between two businesses that are sort of on the opposite sides of the spectrum, and seeing videos of that. I think that would be kind of cool. Personally,
Would be.
I'm up to doing anything, and we're gonna be doing some fun stuff this year outside of Maryland as well. I'm sure. With some of the shows that we do, if we go to we're going to go to SDCC. So look for a nice video package for that one, and in New York.
Ooh, package.
Yes, a big package, as Mean Gene Okerlund would say. What a package!
package.
Did you ever? If you look back, there's a video for famous one with Brutus the Barber Beefcake and Mean Gene Okerlund, and he goes, "Brutus the Barber Beefcake, my God, look at this! What a package!"
What a package.
Brutus Beefcake has like the ripped tight, the ripped pants and everything, and he's like, "Well, I like this," but the way Mean Gene Okerlund just goes, "What a package!"
Package.
Randy Macho Man Savage. And he always hit those E's. I don't know why he did it. There's this other podcast called OVT Wrestling Podcast that always brings it up whenever Mean Gene just says package.
Package. I like that. I've never noticed it, but package.
Once you hear it, so I'll say it in videos now too. I'm like, oh, what a package. But no, it's we're gonna be doing some fun stuff, and I know Mike's new company's coming soon.
Yeah.
So I'll probably find my way into talking to Mike again. He's been very, very busy, so I haven't been able to talk to him as much. He's doing a lot of stuff with Funmaker Inc. So I'm excited to learn more about it, like the rest of us too. I'm sure.
What if?
So, I was gonna say, so you don't know anything, huh?
I know probably as much as you do.
Well, we don't know anything.
Yeah, we don't know shit.
I know I've seen little things here and there, and I like, and whatever he does, I'll support. I've supported everything he's done. Let's see, Funko, Flapjack Toys, the Papercraft and Mixo.
You got his hot sauce, right?
Flophouse, and now this. So I'm obviously I know the Becker timeline. I know the history. I'm the Becker historian. I remember stuff that he forgets.
Did you buy a Throwjoy, or do you have a Throwjoy?
Yes, I have the one I'm definitely going to keep that Mars Attacks one. I like that one the most.
It's cool.
But it is. It's great. I love Mars Attacks. And unlike some people like Ryan who keep pulling the 24 pieces, luckily.
Right, yeah.
I'm not so lucky. I didn't get the chase or the 24 piece. But I'm happy enough with my one. I got one thing there, so we're good with that.
That's awesome.
I really wanted the Beetlejuice and the Beetlejuice chase.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't even purchase the Beetlejuice one at their booth.
Is it not available anymore?
It probably is. I think it is. It was at Hot Topic.
No, Box Lunch.
Oh, Box Lunch? I thought it was Hot Topic.
I believe it was Box. No,
I think it was Hot
was
Topic.
it Hot Topic?
Chris,
Yeah, maybe it was Hot Topic.
Stop saying shit if you don't know.
No, I swore it was Box Lunch.
What's the difference, though, honestly, besides the name and the spelling?
More anime at Hot... No, there's more anime at both, but it's like darker anime at Hot Topic.
I just know my
think.
daughter likes Hot Topic. So.
I like them both. I was going to say earlier, what if Funmaker Inc. wasn't actually Funmaker Incorporated? What if he opened a business making pens?
That would be wacky pens.
Wacky pens.
With invisible ink.
Sounds
Disappearing, reappearing ink.
It sounds like something he would do, though.
It does,
It
doesn't
sounds
it?
like something he would do, yeah.
And he would find a way to sell those fucking pens, like crazy.
Like when I was asking him, I'm just like, what's Thrilljoy all about? And he's just like, he told me, he goes, they're really high quality picture frames. and I'm just like, you're messing with me.
Oh wow, so he was pretty spot on then.
But no, he was just like he's always a joker, and whether or not you get the joke or not, he laughs, and that's what's most important.
Yeah. He's funny.
As I've learned.
He's very funny.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a good guy. It was really nice a couple years ago at New York when he approached us.
Yeah,
Well,
when
I
he
thought it was really
told us he would take us for pizza and then he ignored us the rest of the
He
time.
told us to go fuck ourselves, but
Yeah,
it's
that was
fine.
good.
It's fine. It
That's
happens.
good.
It
I'll
happens.
forgive him one day.
But,
Today's
no,
not that
He's
day.
a great guy, and Brian Mariotti's
Not that day.
Brian Mariotti's a good guy too. I'm glad to see both of them doing things.
I
other
was excited. I was excited when you got the interview opportunity, and I was excited when it actually came out there, so you could sit there and just be like, "Yeah, Chris and Heather, everything's been awesome here. Yeah, it's real good having you.
Yeah, right.
Thanks for reviewing the product. We're
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and get that sent out to you right now."
Yeah, that's him. Yeah, you got him spot on. Man. That's exactly
Of
what's
course,
up.
got the Huckberry Hound. You know?
Right. Yeah.
No, I like Brian. I like everybody. You got to do something really, really, really bad to me for me to go.
Right.
I know, and I know of one person you dislike, and your reason is very valid.
Are we talking about Josh Gad?
No, I don't. I'm
Maybe.
sorry, I don't know who that is.
You don't know who Josh Gad is? He's a snowman from
He's
Frozen.
Olaf,
Oh, okay.
and for some reason he's writing Spaceballs 2.
I
What did
saw that,
Olaf
yeah.
ever do to you, Jason?
He wrote Spaceballs 2.
Yeah.
And
What's
I'm
up with
just
that?
like, just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. We don't need Spaceballs 2. It's a Mel Brooks movie. Stop it. He's like, he apparently did an interview where he talked about how he had to let Mel Brooks know what the prequels were. Or the new sequel or something. And I'm like, oh God. I'm like, oh, please just stop.
Ah.
Like, Josh, Gad, do something else. Please. It's like, beg of you.
No,
You're
Josh
really
Gad,
funny.
he wants to destroy the things that we love. That's what he wants to
After
do.
History of the World Part 2, that should have been enough.
Right.
It should have been enough where they just like, hey, stop.
Game's
And
over.
I'm a huge Mel Brooks fan. He shaped so much of like comedy for me growing up and understanding and timing. This time you gotta know when to go. You gotta know when to sign off and let it be. And Josh Gad's not letting him do that.
Got to know when to fold them
I
And
was
to hold him.
thinking
and hold them
Yeah.
and when to
Yes.
walk away.
And someone needs to hold him and say no.
I don't think that's happening anytime soon. Well, dude, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're back on here with us again, and we'll have to make this a regular thing. And
Absolutely.
maybe the next big news that you have, you can come on here. You can tell us, and I'm
The next
sure.
big news.
Yeah, the news. But I bet
Please.
the next big piece of news you'll have is that you'll have signature series for Creature Commandos.
Right there,
Right
there
there.
it is.
Whatever part
Now
of
I
your shirt.
really brought it all the way back.
All the way back.
It's not ripped. It's just the color.
I know it is.
Yeah.
Oh.
We made a joke earlier that it was ripped.
Well, yeah, I thought
All
you
right,
really
you're
thought
done?
it was
To
ripped.
Okay.
start the show out. I love symmetry. I love when it's a full circle, and that's what I like the most.
That's important.
I love a full circle. Oh, and by the way, if you want to catch me in the 17th, it's not this Friday, but I think the Friday after.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be, Ryan Permisson. He has a
Yeah.
channel called, and I quote, we're doing a watch along of Tremors.
Oh my God.
So I did one with Pulp Fiction with them, and I'm trying to see if I want to also do the Dick Tracy one. But he does like these watch-alongs where we all comment on the movie while it's playing. So you can start the movie. You could start Tremors, which was I think that was one of our heroic nonsense movies.
It was, yeah, it sure was.
Yeah, and you could start along and watch it with us live or on tape, however you want to do it.
Ryan Permisson,
That's
he's
cool.
really he's been doing that and I quote stuff for quite a while now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's sticking to it, and he's getting better, and we all are. We are all getting better at
Yep.
everything that we do because you got to. Because if you don't, then you were never good to begin with.
It's so funny how we met him. It was at one of the Mid Atlantic Collector Corps meets. We were filming or doing something, and he was across the way, and he kept looking at me, and I was like, I wonder who this guy is. Like I didn't know what the story was, And so he approached me and he said that he wanted to know more about podcasting or like how to do what we were doing.
Oh, okay.
And we got to talking, and then we ended up becoming friends. And then eventually he got into the podcasting stuff, which is really great.
Yeah.
So he's like highly focused on it. Good for him.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
awesome.
He's a good guy.
So it was. See, this is the. We can call this like they talk about head coaching trees. This is the tree of it's the heroic nonsense Gastlecast.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
Right. It sprouted all these new things, all these
Yeah,
crazy things.
It all started from you guys.
Right.
So it's nice that we all joined together and we're doing all fun stuff. So it's cool to just do stuff, and I think that 2025 and beyond. This is my little soapbox moment here. I think we just need to focus on the good things and having fun again, and not worrying about crap. I don't want to focus on the bad stuff anymore. I just want to focus on things that are happy and fun. There's plenty of other times to be serious, and this is supposed to be fun. This is supposed to be fun. What all we're doing, collecting and making toys and making content based off of toys and all kinds of stuff, is keep it a fun, positive thing. So that's what I'm going to do at least. So if you watch any appearance on here, you watch my stuff on our channel, it's going to be fun stuff, and we're going to focus on the good.
Does he know what channel he's on?
I don't think he does.
Does he know he's on the Gastlecast?
It's not going to be the new slogan's not going to be trash. It's going to be yeah.
I wish. We have actually become more positive. Is this, believe it or not, this is true. We've become more positive when we lost views.
Yeah.
Becoming more positive.
Yeah.
Explain that.
People get mad when we're too nice.
Yeah, they hate it. They hate that. They hate that we love Thrilljoy, or that we're like into it. That we interviewed Brian Mariotti. Some people seem to be angry about that, or that we have a relationship with him or formed one. People don't like that we are not the rebels that we were before.
And people don't like when we like Funko things.
No.
Yeah, but it's okay to like it, because that's why we're all here. If we're not, it's this weird like negative thing, and like there was because I'm still on Twitter or X,
Oh, that's a bad place.
I love it there. It's fine if you know what you're doing there. It's a great place.
No, it's bad.
So
It's
that's
bad.
where I mainly go. But they were talking about how their algorithm was not going to favor just people who are hate posting, because there's a lot of that there.
Yes.
That the For You tab is, and I tell you, being an Orioles fan's rough. And that For You tab.
You're targeted.
Yeah, but I by the way, my bold predictions for 2025. I know we're running out of time here. We're at the end of the time here. But I think the Orioles are going to win a World Series.
Whoa, look at
So
this.
here's that's my bold prediction. I said this a few years back. I said 2025 when they started their rebuilding. And,
Really?
Had Adley. Yeah, I said 2025 they're going to do it. So save this moment. Play it back come October when they, clinch in games, 5 or 6 or whatever they do it in, and just say Jason Savona called it way back on January 5th at 10 something.
10:06 p.m.
That he called it, and that was going to happen. So that's my big thing for the year. I think that's going to be good. So it's going to be, again, we're going to be at New York Comic Con, and I'm going to be stressing out about the playoff games. Because it'll be like, I gotta be up in New York, but they're gonna be playing the ALCS during this time.
He has bigger worries than we do, Heather.
Huh?
I said he's got bigger worries than we do, Heather.
That's right. So I gotta not get sick after every con this year. And
Good luck.
So the Orioles have to win the World Series. No, I'll figure something out.
Yeah, I couldn't last year. I got sick after Awesome Con, and we just walked around that. And I can tell you where I got sick. I got sick in the SpongeBob line. Some guy was coughing all over me. And then at New York, Chris got sick, and it got me sick.
Well, it's difficult. The issue is with people. A lot of people talk to you, which happens. I notice when I talk a lot, and then every time, like in New York especially, like I was at the booth, and then I would go to the bathroom. I'm just like, I have to wash my hands. I said, I don't even have to go to the bathroom. I just need to wash my hands.
Yeah.
So I would go there, like I felt like my hands were all grody. I'd wash my hands, come out of the bathroom and someone's immediately just like, "Hi."
Yep.
Shook hands, and I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna go to the bathroom again."
Yeah.
Everyone just thinks that guy has diarrhea. He's just going to the bathroom constantly.
God.
But, it's. But yeah. So anyway, thank you for having me on.
Of course.
And, look for more content. I would love to be on here more.
Definitely.
Anytime you want.
Anytime.
Just tell us.
Well,
Don't ask us, just tell us.
Let's make it a monthly.
You got it. Let's do that.
And we'll continually update on my prediction for the Orioles. I promise I only talk about it here, and then once they're on a win streak. But
Fantastic.
Every single month. It's like heroic nonsense, but monthly.
It's like a period.
What's that happened?
It's like a what?
A period.
Oh, great.
It comes once a month.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And for Chris and Heather, I'm Flo.
All right, everybody. Look, thank you for being here and sharing in, hopefully, the laughs with Jason. We do want to mention that at the sort of end of this month, on January the 22nd, it is the 3-year anniversary of Mischief Toys, which is, oh, look, there he is, look in his Iron Throne. He's right there in his Iron Throne. Mischief Toys, we reached our 3rd year, or no.
Our 3-year anniversary.
3-year anniversary, yes. For some reason, I keep thinking 4th, but this, I guess the following year will be the 4th, right? But our 3rd year, right, our 3rd year anniversary, which I am so floored over, because I can't believe, 1, that it's been that long, and 2, sometimes it feels like we've been around much longer. But this is going to be a big day for us on January the 22nd. We actually will have a figure that will drop that day. It's something very special to mark our 3 years of our collectible company, 3 years of business. And not only will we have a figure, but we'll also have our pins and shirts and everything else as per usual. We hope that you guys will celebrate with us. We will be celebrating starting probably in about a week or 2. Posting various pictures and things. I'm also going to put together sort of like little promotional things showing over the years of things that we've been up to. Jason most likely will be involved in that in some capacity because he's been around for a lot of this stuff. But super stoked. So make sure you guys go over to mischieftoys.com, follow us on Instagram and all the other things. Mischieftoys.com, make sure you go on to sign up for our newsletter. Do that, okay? Oh, and we have a group on Facebook, and there's a page on Facebook, facebook.com/mischieftoys. So go and follow all the things, do all the things, and jump on board with us if you haven't already. That's all I've got. You got anything else?
No, I think you covered it all. Thank you so much, Jason.
Thank you, Jason. We love you, and we'll see you very soon.
Bye.
Take care, everybody.